Hello there, my name is Stephen Monkey Mason. Welcome to Cover to Cover for Demolition High, Demolition University. Hello Tara and Facebook page Walking Through Raindrops, Corey Haim channel. It's been on the cards for a while. I've just rebooted this series cover to cover and I like looking at artwork of then and that. And I noticed the other day on the Raindrops page and one of all the tributes coming in for Corey Haim that in February Demolition University was released in America. It's never been released here. That's actually Tara right now. Yeah, jump cut. I don't want to jump cut. These are meant to be totally improvisation. I've put the phone in the wrong place. Anyway, yeah, Demolition University never released over here. Now, in an era where I trip over stuff on the floor, and you'll never guess what I've just stood on. In an era of Corey Haim, as a fan and as following him, you know, you had the heyday of like Fast Getaway. So we had the Lost Boys, and then we had like Watchers, and then we had Dream Little Dream, and then we sort of like went into the 90s. We had Dream Machine, we had Fast Getaway, we had The Amazing Prayer of the Roller Boys, and then we had Double O Kid. And then we sort of get it very like what happened to him, especially in England. Now when I look back, you know, Scuba School came out. Oh What a Night is filling the gap on the shelf there. Oh What a Night, I bought the DVD, I've never opened it. So definitely check out Lonely Tree Entertainment. As we'll be delving, like this is what I want to do. I'm going to backtrack over a few things. But yeah, Demolition University, never released in the UK. The idea, Corey Haim's getting into action, wants to borrow a bit from, you know, the time, what's going on, Under Siege and stuff. I have seen this movie, it has been a while. And tracking it down, I've had this. So first cover we're going to look at. Now someone tried to buy this once off me for nearly £200. Dun dun dun! Obviously cue the over there. Demolition High, Corey Haim. Corey Haim's double checked on the box there. There's a Jeff Cobbler there. Got the gun in the corner. Circled around people's faces, big explosion. And on the back, pretty much all in Chinese, been ripped to shreds. This is one of my original Halloween back. This is one of my original collections and it's one of the few. Now, I know people are a big fan of Corey Haim, Corey Fallon, the collection behind us. My mum chucked all that out. Well, it wasn't that big then, the collection. Well, you know what I mean? She thought it was just stuff I didn't want and left when I moved out. And I was like, no, I left it somewhere safe. And it just went poof, gone. And I was like, like, no, what have you done? Like home movies I made. Like one of my very first movies, one of the masters was on VHS, woof, gone. Do you know what I mean? I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? But yeah, this is one what survived because it was a DVD. As I say, it's pretty haggard and bagged, but that's the way I've seen it. And as I say, someone was desperate for that, and I think it was a European person. They were like, where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from? And there was a big demand for this movie, and for it never to see the light of day on VHS. Now, my point will be proven in a minute. I'm trying not to swear, and this is well, I'm trying to be very polite. I need to walk off camera 2 seconds. I am literally multitasking right now. I've been out all day filming, you didn't need and all that. So we're talking about Demolition University. So that was Demolition High. Now, it did that well that it got a sequel called Demolition U, or Demolition University. And, you know, again, it's like maybe the same things. Like, where does it fit in with the collection? Where it fits in, like, the later 90s stuff. And a year ago, exactly in the month of February, on the way back from New Zealand, I can't believe New Zealand was a year ago, I got these two, job lot. Again, Demolition High, Demolition U. These are German and they will just play in G German. So like I'm not going to be able to watch them. They'll probably not even play, but there we go again. Corey Haim is back on the cover. Obviously there's an overlay. Demolition High, got a squad at the bottom. I believe that's probably Jeff Cobbler. He's been in quite a few things actually. Name checks Corey Haim on the back for Double O Kid, Dream a Little Dream, Fast Getaway. He's My Girl Too. Okay, I believe that one is just one of the girls. Lost Boys, Lucas and the Teenage Dream Machine, or the Team Dream Machine. And on the back it's got a few people shot. There's a guy on fire. Corey Haim in a really action suit. And at the top some crazy ass woman, and he said the B word there, just, you know, she's holding an axe, she's screaming her head off, crazy ass beat. Yeah, what a nice looking like box that is. Now with it being German, it comes with absolutely nothing on it, and it will flip out. It is a case. Normally the German ones, like Watchers here, this is stunning, absolutely stunning. the big fan of watches, red face Corey Haim. But that is absolutely stunning artwork. Yeah, the German ones are normally stuck down, like, that ain't coming off. So anyway, that was Demolition High, and as you're seeing in the job lot, I got Demolition U as well. Corey Haim's name right across the top, that's Terror. So you got a truck exploded on the front cover. It looks like a vault being opened. You've got, like, looks like a factory blown up. So you're looking at Corey Haim. Sorry, I've just walked well away from camera. You're looking at Corey Haim coming off the back end of, like, this is after Blown Away, it's after Scuba School, it's around that heyday of Snowboard Academy. He was wanting more in these films. Need to find the market. So 88 films and 101 films based on the European side of it. Needs to just grab these and hit them with a double barrel, because again, these are lost gems. Like the other one, nothing on. He said F all on there, but you know, trying to be nice and polite. So yeah. Now, what's the biggest farce about this? There's two things wrong. There's two things wrong. And I believe they're both to do with Demolition University. Now, as I said, in the era, in the days, I love finding these movies now. Like, as I said, I lost my collection. So the rediscovery of these films at a later age, I'm like, I love that vibe. It's like when I met Feldman and I got him, out of all these things I could have got Feldman to sign, when I said, look, Edge of Honor, I never thought Edge of Honor was ever released in the UK on VHS, and one day I found it in a charity shop sitting on the bottom shelf, and he was just like, oh yeah, that's cool, man. Obviously hates that movie. When you really read into his autobiography, he'd scribble across his face. I was like, that's fine, Corey, you know what I mean? But again, I had a story to tell where that came from. I'll be back in a second. Sorry, another jump cut. I don't like normally jump cutting. I'm multitasking any day. Right, so anyway, what I was on about is like, you as a collector, and you find something, and it's like you're not just eBaying it, because a lot of these now you do have to eBay, but to find stories. So as a kid, you walked in, and I'm trying to share a little bit more with this Corey rant. As a kid, you couldn't find Dream a Little Dream or Dream Machine anywhere in the UK. I had to get Dream Machine from New Zealand when I went there as a kid with my family. And like, you would find stuff, you would walk around and you would see Fast Getaway or Blown Away or All One Night just on the shelves and stuff like that. So the potential for Corey Haim's movie over here is a guy coming on one of the YouTube videos and said he was the king of VHS, and he was one of the kings of VHS, you know what I mean? He sort of transitioned well. He just, again, people say, like any of the English fans go, oh well, he didn't do this and did that. We didn't get his full catalogue over here. There's a few movies completely disappeared and never got the release. Have you ever seen Hostage Game? American Sunset? American, yeah. What a film. Just poof gone. Never seen the light here. Poof gone. One of his late, great, last performances. Needs a release. Needs honoured. In a way, anyway, off that rant, as I normally say, you always love to where you get this from. Now, I remember walking in Global Video back in the day, and Global used to just slap them all over the shelves, and they'd be like, ooh, look at that, look at this. And I went, look at that, that looks like Corey Haim. What's that? Like, scrolling across again, you didn't have access on your phone to go, right, what's he up to now, what's IMDb? You had to get one of them big books, and I used to have one of them Horrocks books, but we'll just go for the thing book here, and go, right, you need to open, like, Corey Haim, and you would read these massive film books, and again, if you didn't get the updated book, it didn't tell you. I was like, that looks like Corey Haim. And then it was. And this is Demolition University, the only one ever released in the UK. Dun dun dun. What is wrong with this picture? It's I don't want to swear, it's an amazing front cover. Lovely neon green, Demolition University. They're about to take the test, the impossible to study for. By this point, Corey Haim is definitely too old for school. But like, what's wrong with that cover? Hi, I'm back. What is wrong with that cover? Put the overlay back on. That's right, Corey Haim, whoosh, straight across the top. You know, like literally, hi, I'm back. If that had Corey Haim across the top there, like Corey Haim's got a new film out. Especially in the time, like this didn't even get DVDs were out at this point, so this just appeared on Warner Brothers label. Do you know what I mean? Today's lesson. So considering Demolition High never been released in the UK, we get this, and it's like, come on, what are you doing to me collection? Like literally. Then, as I'm going to leave a sour taste in my own mouth here, then a DVD comes out in Europe. and this is the only time I'm going to swear in this video, right? This came out, and I went, right, pre-order. It came in the post, and I was just like, what the fuck? This is the DVD in Europe. The Europe one? It came from Europe. This is the DVD cover for Demolition University. What is that? Now I know it says honouring, remembering the teen idol, right? Like the overlay is there now. I don't want to swear again. Like, hiya, I'm back. Can you see like the massive like difference to that, right? Or even its other predecessor. Can you see the huge difference? And can you see all this time? Now, I'm going to honour this as well because it's been almost a year since I walked to the centre of New Zealand, and on the way back from the centre of New Zealand, I was like, I am not sitting outside this restaurant in this heat. I have no hair and it's boiling, right? Went into the restaurant, ordered me food, and they had a proper 80s thing, and they had VHS stuck to the wall, and in between eating my food, I dropped my fork and zoomed right in to License to Drive, stuck to the wall. That's it, there's wallpaper. See that picture on the spine? Can you? Can you? Do you want us to pull the light a bit closer? Can you see that? That's what I'm talking about. There. Now, you want to get a closer look at it. What I stood on earlier. License to Drive. They've used the picture from License to Drive on Demolition University. I don't want to swear again on this video, but you can see my expression of, what the? How can they do that? So, this rant, cover to cover, is the downfall. Again, dun dun dun, back there. Demolition University and Demolition High particularly, they need releasing in the UK, so they could probably come out on, I would say the better label to release them in the UK are 101 Films. They do some kind of, it's a floorboard, they do a lot of like cheesy action films, the 88s, but get these together and put them out as one film, like a double box set. There is a market, and I will be, like, I made a video recently for Prayer of the Roller Boys, and that was sheer out love for like that film, and it needs releasing. Pretty much everything on that shelf behind me, like takeaway, like, is not available. Like seriously, in the outtake I'll have a quick look, but honestly, hello everyone across the pond. Thanks very much Tara as well for letting me join the group and share the Pre-Roll video along with Stanch TV, as I've told her, don't put enough stanch on it, and also Vampire Mike. That was awesome to share that video for us as well. But yeah, there's nothing but love for Corey Haim and Corey Feldman on this channel. As I say, it's a lifetime of collecting. For now, I'll see you in the outtakes. Here in the outtakes, that went, like, it was meant to go one way, it went the other and went down. I'm sorry. Right now, you've probably heard me phone beeping. I'm talking to my dad in New Zealand and my mum down the road. It's like, I'm trying to sort my gran out. You didn't need to know that, but again, it's just like, that's why I'm so like, right, it's going. I mean, it's only like 10 o'clock at night. Should be asleep. But right, anyway. Prayer of the Roller Boys, not available. 88 Films, sorted out. Fast Getaway 2, not available. Sorted out. You could literally combine them together and get that out, right? Darkman, best place for Darkman. He lives there. Next up, The Burbs. Yeah, obviously Arrow brought that out on Steelbook. Yeah, that's one of the best films ever made, The Burbs. It's just absolutely brilliant. Bordello of Blood, being released on Blu-ray. Randomly. Maverick, that's available. No Surrender, also known as A Dangerous Place. Not available. Hasn't seen the light of day since VHS. You need to release that because obviously it's a bit of a Karate Kid clone. We're in the era of Cobra Kai, amazing show. After that, Round Trip to Heaven, not available on DVD. Never Too Late, not available on DVD. I'm just going to say, if it's not available on Blu-ray, I'm not going to say DVD. A Time to Live, not available on DVD. Lucas, available on DVD, not seen that like a Blu-ray yet. Legion, not available on DVD. Next line, Edge of Honor, was available on DVD. Hollywood DVD came along when DVDs first hit the UK. Poof, gone. They just bought loads of stuff and disappeared. License to Drive was available for a minor second on DVD. Can you believe that? Such an iconic film, such an iconic soundtrack. That needs releasing on Blu-ray in the UK. Like, literally, what are you doing? Dream Machine, not available on DVD ever over here. The Goonies. Goonies is everywhere. Goonies comes out every year with a different cover. It's Warner Brothers. Next up, Silver Bullet. Available on DVD, needs a Blu-ray release. Next up, Without Malice. Yes, that is on the shelf, Corey Haim fans. DVD went for £100. I nearly bought it a year ago. I've had Without Malice for about a year. I literally bid on Without Malice just as I was leaving Auckland Airport last year. Without Malice is an amazing movie, and probably the last in that entire collection to be available. Again, not available. It was available on DVD. The cheap version needs releasing. Scuba School, Last Resort. I don't think we're ever going to see the day they're coming out. Like, not available on DVD. Even though they made a big deal of it. Illegal Entry, not available on DVD. Double O Kid, not available on DVD. But has been released on Blu-ray in Germany. Randomly. Next up, Ski Patrol. Snowboard Academy, not available on DVD. Summer Vacation, known in Meatball 4 in America, not available on DVD. Born Bad, not available on DVD. Not even available on VHS. That's from France, that. Secret Admirer, not available on DVD. Watches, available on Studio Canal. Dream a Little Dream, Dream a Little Dream 2, not available on DVD. Gremlins 1 and 2, obviously they've been released on Blu-ray. Just One of the Girls in England, also known as Anything for Love, not available on DVD. Blown Away, released in Britain, gooned in Britain, didn't have Corey Haim even on the front cover, like, what are you doing? And then had 218s at the bottom. I won't have to revisit that for rant. Rock and Roll High School Forever is available on DVD in Britain, only in the box set and only on a limited run. Yeah, hi Dave, you alright? Dave, Mr. Smith, sorry Dave. There's a Dave and a Darren Smith, I always get them confused. That's why I always say Mr. Smith, because I know he's a massive Corey Haim fan, and someone I know just for the sheer love of Corey Haim. In fact, he gave me Just One of the Girls after I told him I lost my collection. Right, next up, Stormtrooper, not available on DVD. Oh, What a Night, that's a German one by the way. Fever Lake, available on DVD. That's Fever Lake Japan. Voodoo, not available on DVD in the UK. And last but not least, on the very end, Lipstick Camera. Wow, what an outtake for cover to cover for Demolition High, Demolition University. I've been Stephen Monkey Mason. Make sure you check out Lonely Tree Entertainment if you're a fan of Corey Haim. Yeah, I'll go through anything when I actually buy them. You probably find that most of them have unboxings. Also, I do a lot of podcasts where I like to go down memory road and share my love for films, whether it's buying that in New Zealand when I was a kid to all kinds of other stuff. But for now, stay safe in 2021. And yeah, we'll get through this. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.